how that plays out today.
Okay, so Ryan,
Yes.
you are going to be Julian. What are we looking for rocks here?
Okay. I probably want them spread out with Captain Nym, particularly Rebel Nym. You don't want narrow pathways getting blocked out by a bomblet. If particularly early, just drop it there when you don't need it for something else and just block off the lane for the rest of the game.
Correct, yep. So it's interesting, we do have the original Millennium Falcon title. We do have C-3PO.
Yes.
So we're basically evading 2.
Yes.
Automatic. So there's going to have to be 3 damage done. Obviously, that's evaded by Miranda's TLT. It's likely just going to be 3 damage, at least once per round.
Yes.
And we do have both ships on Paulie's side being able to drop bombs, and we do have Sabine. So if we go by averages, we are going to have 2 damage being done per bomblet dropped by Nym with Sabine. So that's really interesting. I think Julian probably got the layout that he wanted there. He's got 2 really nice wide open lanes either side of the middle setup.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty good. Now, also being able to counter to Paulie's deployment is nice as well.
Yes. So as Paulie, do you put your ships together or do you think you split them apart? Give 2 options to target, and one, when you chase one, the other's free?
Well, maybe initially I put them together. Miranda can cover so much ground just with that slam. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I've never really seen a Miranda Captain Nym pairing live like this. I haven't watched it, especially not against Han and Poe. Like, I usually run intensity Poe.
Yes.
So VI Poe is a bit of an odd choice for me, but I mean, we can see the merit of it right here. I mean, this is probably a matchup that ACT was really banking on securing, and they really are able to put the hurt on this list, hopefully. So I mean, Han can really kind of 4-shot Nym here.
Yes, so Casey in chat was making the same point. There's an amazing amount of damage coming out of that list. He could just put the hurt on either ship really hard.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think Poe, especially, being able to maneuver so much, and Han at that, with a 360 turret, I don't think there's that much that can be done. We can see Miranda moving quickly already.
Yes.
So it depends on, we might see probably a straight maneuver from Nym here as well. I don't really think it would want to turn in. Yep, that's right. Yeah. So probably going to try and feed Han and Poe through the rocks. But it's dangerous. I mean, Nym cannot play the range 3 game, whereas Han can, and he can consistently strip 1 or 2 hull off Nym a turn. We are seeing a boost. Okay, so that's interesting to me. I would probably want to. Well, it's strange. Nym is so used to seeing a TLT, I think. So
yes,
it's going to be very, very interesting to me. Miranda, I don't know who does more damage, Miranda or Han. Probably Miranda more consistently.
I guess it depends on how much damage Han and Poe put Miranda on and how quickly.
Yeah.
If they're forcing Miranda to start dropping dice to regenerate shields from turn 1, that's really going to blunt her ability to hurt Han.
Yeah. So I mean, the thing is, we probably want to remove Miranda first here due to Sabine. Because then if you remove Miranda, Nym cannot play your range game and cannot consistently put damage on Poe or Han. So that's probably why Paulie's going up the far right-hand side of the board there, which is probably a fantastic move. I mean, Nym, maybe he's just going to throw Nym out and just absolutely try and put as much damage in as possible and take these aces down. We do have some Alpha Strike capability here, cruise missiles.
Yes.
But with that one bank in to the left, to the center of the board, both of our aces here are going to be able to evade a big 5-dice cruise missile shot. So that's going to be interesting. And I think a lot of the Alpha capability will be lost there because Miranda won't really be able to. I guess from that position, I don't think Miranda's really going to be able to get some massive shots off.
Yeah, particularly with both ships being PS11, it means that Julian's got that control where he can prevent the target lock and get that first round engage where he wants it to be.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, do we know if cruise missiles require a target lock or a focus? I think they do.
Cruise missiles require a target lock, but they don't spend it to fire.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
So Poe basically removes any capability of that ever happening on either ship, because we know that Black One can remove target locks from ships at range 1 as well.
Yes.
So that's really interesting. This is I feel like this is a hard counter to a Miranda Captain Nym list. So I'm really interested to see. Now, what do you do with Captain Nym here, Ryan? Do you go straight?
That's the question, right? You've got the straight. You could do a hard turn and just try and deny that top gap between the rocks with a bomblet generator.
Yeah. They're turning in toward Miranda, you're saying?
Toward Miranda. The only problem is with no TLTs, that's you've got no front arc, and you're not going to get shots with your auto blaster.
That's right.
So you're really banking on Han and Poe not quickly closing the gap on you.
So we're going to try and, I guess we're trying to secure a bit of a homing missile strike here. Maybe we'll see a slow move with Captain Nym. I would say that a 2 hard to the right would have been good, but now with Miranda's position.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go 1 forward here. A 2 hard to the right with a bomb drop would have been interesting with Miranda to cover the approach with like a large homing missile shot or something similar. You could have dropped a bomblet there, done 2 damage on one of the ships that's trying to get into range 1, and then auto blasted them. Yes. So that could have been a 4 or a 5 damage. Unwilling to rush it here with Julian's list. I think even with all the dice that can be evaded with Han, so much ordnance is still definitely going to hurt.
Yes.
That's really quite an interesting move. I don't think a boost would be a wise move here.
And it seems like he agrees.
Yep, so we seem to have forgotten an action on Han. At a level like this, I'm not sure if that's going to be allowed to perform. Oh, we've got a bump. But again, no range, so that's fine. So that's what we can see. Julian can completely just dictate these ranges. And I'm not really sure what Paulie can do about these aces just wanting to remove a ship. So this is definitely going to be a very interesting game, in my opinion.
Now, what do you do with Poe this turn? Are we turning him into the rocks and just taking the risk of having to fly over bombs in 2 or 3 turns?
I'm not sure. I mean, for me, Poe has always been that kind of slow approacher. Grab a target lock at range 3 and use it when you get really close. So depending on what Nym and Miranda do here, I think dictates who's going to be removed or who's going to be the target for Julian.
Yes.
So I could see maybe revealing a 1 left bank with Poe, barrel rolling to the right, performing the move, and then trying to grab a target lock early on. And then you can make use of your auto thrusters if need be, and just kind of slowly approach there.
All right.
That might be what I do.
Yeah.
What would you do?
I think that's reasonable. Maybe do a 1 straight with the Falcon. You potentially want to keep him within range to trigger the Black One title.
Absolutely.
Keep him safe. There's the target lock check.
Yeah, we are out of range here, and I think they want to make the most of that.
Yes.
So slow moving, as you said, with the Falcon would probably be a good idea here. Keeping the ships together. See, Nym, 3 dice just isn't going to do that much.
It'll be 4 with the cruise missile.
Oh, he's got a cruise missile. Okay. Yep.
So cruise missile, for those who've not yet to face it, is 1 dice plus 1 additional die for every movement.
Yeah, movement band, I guess you could say.
Yeah. So that's 4. However, now that he's boosted in, cruise missile is range 2 to 3. He'll be relying on his primary, which is admittedly a 5 dice primary.
A 4 dice primary, I believe.
If they're at range 1, it will be 5.
Nim's only got 3 attack dice.
Oh, right, my mistake.
That's all good. See, that's the thing. Do you even get a target lock though to try and use your cruise missiles? Because Poe would have just removed it immediately there.
That's true.
He can just boost pretty much, or just tank the damage. I think he's in the position to absolutely tank the damage. And Poe can just consistently chase Nym now. He's going to obviously take some bombs, but I think in the one-on-one match, Who wins, Han or Miranda?
That's an excellent question.
Han's
Potentially
not.
Han?
Yeah, I think potentially Han, depending on how much damage there has been already. Because if you get lucky with Miranda's TLT rolls, Han's ability is not really doing anything with C-3PO and the Falcon.
Yeah.
But Han can probably put the hurt on a lot quicker, and once he gets Miranda past that zone of needing to regen, and instead of being able to strip shields, I think, it's definitely in Han's favor. See, Poe, I like Poe because he's 6 health.
Yes.
So you're not really going to be able to remove him terribly quickly with bombs, unless you get 2 or 3 bombs on him, consistently. I think we're deciding on an action here for Han. Would you boost? I don't think boost would get you out.
No, you don't really need a target lock. I mean, an evade perhaps?
I'd probably evade here, to be honest. Yeah. Because Nym has no... automatic 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. So if he takes an evade, Nym can just switch to the auto blaster turret and just give them 2 up. Okay. So Nym's probably just going to go for 2 automatic damage with the auto blaster turret.
Yeah.
So this will be really interesting. So we've got the dice box that we're going to see here.
Should be popping up.
Oh, so we got 2 hits and a crit, as you guys can see. Look at that fantastic dice box.
And 1 evade, so that'll...
No, it's 3 shields there, I believe.
1 yeah.
And this is Poe's shot. Probably could spend the focus token there.
I think he's safe.
Yep, absolutely.
That's 3.
All right, so we've got already 4 shields down on Nym, I believe. Yep.
Yeah.
He's got it. Yep. 4 shields down. That's huge. And yeah, so we're going to have an accuracy corrector. As I said, that means the evade token does nothing.
Yep.
And I don't believe Miranda will have a range.
She might have range on Han, but it may be through the rock.
Oh no, we will have range on Han. Yep, you're right. And in which case the evade will come in handy.
Yes.
TLT number 1. So Han can completely evade this.
Yep.
Yep. So not particularly good rolls from Miranda's TLTs. And yeah, we will have another damage. So I believe, yeah. Oh, so did he not see 3PO the first shot?
I guess not. I guess he saved it for the second one.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, doesn't matter. Yeah, I think Paulie should probably be disappointed with that first round exchange. It's going to be an uphill battle here. I mean, it depends on these ordnance. These ordnance, these bombs could really put the hurt on Poe.
Yes.
But Poe could really dictate the range at which it happens. So that'll be really interesting for me to see. I think Han is probably in the position where he can just slow roll it. Doesn't mind getting bumped by Nym, perhaps. Yep. Because then he can just shoot the other ship with his turret, and then Poe can just kind of close the gap and maybe even put 4 dice on Nym, or just switch targets and put the hurt on Miranda. If you were in this position, would you keep punishing Nym?
That's a tough question. I think ideally, yes. With Poe and BB-8, you've probably got a reasonable chance of preventing yourself from danger from a bomb, particularly with Nym being in the position he's in. He's going to have a real struggle getting a bomb in front of Poe.
Yeah.
He's going to struggle to get a turn that's not going to put the bomb somewhere underneath the Falcon.
Yeah. And so we do have genius here.
Yes.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. If he, say, 2 hards to the left, drops a bomb, he's going to be in danger of copying it himself without a boost, and Poe could probably just BB-8 1 to the right and 1 forward and be out of the range. Han can probably tank some bombs right now. I don't think he minds that much.
No, he's in a good spot, and at this rate, Nym could be off the board
by
this turn.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It will be really interesting to see here. I think Han probably doesn't mind a bump, but I think you do want to prioritize Nym. just to remove the threat. Switching targets to Miranda could be dicey. I know it's tempting with her having Sabine and really kind of emphasizing the damage that Captain Nym can do in the activation phase, but I think you have to stick with Nym. We've got, I think, 5 or 6 hull left here, so it's kind of a no-brainer for me.
Right.
If you can get the shots on, I think Poe's in the fantastic position to do so.
Yeah.
Does Han just try and bump, or does he go fast?
I think he's in a good position no matter what he does. Slow is probably fine. Try and keep that rock between you and Miranda, potentially.
Sure.
And just even get a range 2 shot on Miranda if you bump Nym.
Yep. I'm not sure if Poe should be on 3 shields there. That's my only question. I don't believe Poe got shot.
We could be mistaken. Potentially Miranda had shots on Poe.
No, it was definitely... Oh, it could be. You could be right. I'm not entirely sure. We are gearing up probably to try and... Yep, so we've got a target lock on Han, which means, unfortunately, if Poe has done a green maneuver, he can just BB-8 it and make it disappear, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens here.
So we've got a 3 bank from Nym.
Yeah, probably going to drop a bomb as well with Genius. Just going to try and listen to it there. Yep, so I think I was mistaken. I think maybe we did have shots on Poe just then.
So I'm just getting some feedback from our production team that those are the shield counts as they stand on the players' tables.
Okay, so we've got a bomb dropped directly underneath Han's base here. So this would be really interesting. Poe, if he activates first, can just strip the target lock off Han, or he could, if he's confident that he could escape the range band, just move.
Yes.
Move Han first. Yeah, I don't think Han could be blocked here right now with that boost. I think he could, if he's just gone slow forward, I think that's fine. So yeah, here we go. Poe activating first.
Yep.
Depending on if we see a green maneuver or not. We do, I believe that's green.
That looks green.
I think he might be bumping here though, unfortunately. He might have gone, that looks like it's faster than a 1.
Yes. Looks like he's considering whether he wants to trigger BB-8.
Yeah, so a barrel roll to the left will definitely it'll put him out of Black 1 title range. Yeah, here we go. I think bumping with Poe here is fine anyway, to be honest. Behind Nym can't shoot you. Miranda's looking like she definitely wants to focus on Han here with the position.
Looks like she's chasing that homing missile.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, look, Poe would get auto thrusters and a rock, and Wally wouldn't have his. So we've got a bump here. Oh no, sorry, that was the
range 1 for the Black 1 title.
Oh, we have got a 1 forward. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so that's the beauty of Poe. He hasn't moved in about 3 rounds. He's been in that one particular situation. I think BB-8 is absolutely fantastic.
He is going to be under threat from the bombs, but he's probably okay with that at the moment.
I think he's completely fine with that. That will definitely... Yeah, I mean, so he'll probably get 2 or 3 damage done, but after that, he's probably in the clear. Miranda can advance slam. Seismic charges, cluster mines. Cluster mines can absolutely just be put on Poe. So
Poe is...
I think he was just taking a shield there, yeah, with Sabine. It looked like a blank out from the bomb. So Sabine's going to make that 1 damage.
Right.
And to be honest, Captain Nym can be removed here.
That's probably a reasonable trade.
Yeah. Yeah. That's rough.
It looks like Han must have been out of range.
Oh, that's a huge hit. 4 dice. Okay, we do have 1, so it's up to Poe here. If Poe gets 2 damage through, then Nym's off the board. That was massive. What a natural hit.
Wow.
Yeah. 2 damage done, that's what we need. If he gets a 3-hitter, then I think that's it. Oh no.
Hit crit, still potential.
Can he do it? We don't have a focus here with
range
Nym.
3.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so Nym's in it. That could be big. So two damage will be taken off Han here, at least. So that's an accuracy corrector with the Auto Blaster.
Yep.
Shieldless on Han.
Is Miranda in range for the cruise missiles? And if so...
Doesn't matter. There's no target lock anymore.
Ah.
Yep. Just left it at 1.
Oh, because he took the target lock action.
Yeah, that's right.
And 2.
The target lock action is almost a wasted choice here. I don't really think that was the wisest move. But it did force maybe Poe to be a little further away from Nym or Miranda, which maybe was what Paulie wanted. But this is so dicey with Nym. Han can go anywhere and completely remove Nym from the board.
That's a good point. Because it was range 3 with Poe, he evaded that crit.
That's right. Yep, exactly. So it could have been a nice positional play there. I'm not really sure, but it worked. Nym's definitely limping here. Can probably, if he gets a good bomb roll, put some hurt on Han. You know, if it is Poe versus Miranda, I definitely would put my money on Miranda due to the regen.
Right.
So this will be really interesting to see, actually. If we can remove Han this turn, this will be really, really quite interesting. Do you think that like a regen Poe is almost too hard to pass up, or do you think seeing the versatility of BB-8 in this match, you'd probably forgo it?
You wouldn't be able to fit the regen Poe with the fat Han.
Not with the fat Han, no.
You would have to, I mean, you could lose Gunner. We're seeing a lot of 2 dice defense ships in the meta at the moment. So if I was playing this as a store championships rather than the ATC format, which is very different, then you can afford to drop Gunner. I mean, as a rack player, I'm looking at whether Gunner is worth my time anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're not really seeing many ace players now due to the fact that we've got ships like Miranda and Nym around. People are probably going for the ships such as Poe. You know, see, taking the target lock again here. So the black one can be triggered off a boost or a barrel roll. So if they activate, say, Poe, and he does another 1 forward, and then just does a 1 boost, the target lock can be removed once again. But it's probably not necessary now as well, due to the fact that Han may have fast moved and can dodge the arc with a boost. So that'll be interesting to see. We've dropped a bomb there, probably hoping for a bump here with Nym. Probably not that much Han can do to get out of that, even with a 1 bank. A 1 forward. Oh, what's he done? I can't quite see that.
1 bang?
Oh, too hard. Oh, and he's done it. Wow, that's fantastic. So he probably doesn't need to... He could boost to get out of Miranda's arc. I'd probably do that and just try and wipe Nym off the board. Evade... Yeah, you could remove Nym before she shoots at you.
Is he range 1 of Miranda?
He's taking an evade instead. That's very interesting. He will be range 1 of Miranda. So no homing missiles?
No homing missiles.
Okay. Yeah, no homing missiles. We could have a 4 dice primary.
Yep, no homing missiles 2 to 3.
Yeah, okay. So we could have a 4 dice primary, in which case Han will only take 2 damage. But we're really, I guess, banking on removing Nym from the board here and then just focusing on Miranda. That was a fantastic move. I would not have picked it too hard from this angle. Okay, we got
He's
double
got Han.
crit. He does have Han, yeah. I might re-roll that. We do have Gunner as well, but he wants more than just 1 crit. Just deciding whether he wanted to... Yeah, okay.
And he's
Didn't declare Nym, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Got 2 crits on the board here. Not sure if he wants to re-roll with Han's ability. I think he's going to keep it. Yep, he's kept the 2 crits.
Right.
So Nym doesn't have anything in the way of... yeah, that's it.
That's
so
it.
2 crits. Nym is gone. So you can see this fantastic overlay that Isaac's put together. As soon as we remove the hull from Captain Nym, you can see Julian scored 48 points.
Yep.
Some fantastic technology gone into this event, and really kind of made it what it is today. So thank you as well, Ryan. You were one of the masterminds behind all of this.
I'm just trying to pull my weight in terms of organization. The tech side is all Isaac.
Okay, fantastic. Not really sure what's going on here with that dice roll for Nym.
Maybe resolving one of the crits?
Oh, could have been, yeah, absolutely. And we've seen Poe putting 3 damage on Miranda, depending on the green result. Yes, 3 damage. Yeah. So at this point, I think unless Miranda pulls out something incredible, I feel like it might be Julian's game. We could definitely get half points on Paulie.
Yeah.
Sorry, Paulie could get half points on Julian with one or two more hull off Han, which is important in an event like this. You want to reduce the MOV that you lose to make that final cut at the end of the day. So we do have 5 rounds. It's a round robin, and the top 4 teams will make it into the top cut for single elimination. So he has regen shield here with Miranda. And evaded on Han. So this is where Han can just absolutely tank the damage while Poe kind of cleans up.
Yeah.
It's rough.
As a Poe player, what is the risk of a seismic charge from Miranda?
So seismic charge does 2 rolls, yeah? Or is it 3?
Seismic charge, I think, might just be 1 damage. Let me pull it up for you.
That's right. Yeah, it is 1 damage.
1 damage.
Yeah, so 2 damage with Sabine, and it is an activation charge. So Miranda would have to drop it before she moves.
Right.
Cluster mines is probably a little bit more risky. So if we can stick I'm not sure if a 1 bank makes it there with Miranda, but if it does, say, and then a cluster mine gets dropped, that would definitely limit Poe's movement options.
Yeah.
But again, if Poe's revealed a green, he could probably go to the right of those bombs or even the left and just completely avoid it, which is rough. Which is absolutely incredible versatility here. I really enjoy that. And I mean, even without VI, it's not... What have we done here? Oh, we've switched targets. Yeah, I mean, the cluster mines could be dropped this way as well.
Yes.
Probably wouldn't be my choice of moves, but...
Do you advance, slam, bug out, and try and drop the bomb?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, absolutely. And again, I don't think Poe's going to mind. Poe can just move, focus, get his auto thrusters and ability. We haven't dropped a bomb here. Interesting. And I think, Paulie probably wants to play the timer game now. We've got 47 minutes on the clock. Probably wants to limit the amount of MOV that he loses for the rest of his team. So there probably won't be any shots here unless Julian has picked it and decided to reveal the Talon roll.
Yeah.
Which would be #genius. Especially with prime thrusters.
Yes.
Nah, he hasn't done it. Too risky. Not going to reveal a BB-8 roll. Probably get a target lock, I would. At this stage.
Fair, yeah.
Yep, no shots back at you. Jaren, he's walked in.
Yeah.
How was the first round, mate?
It was a good crushing defeat.
Crushing defeat?
Not for me, though.
Oh, not for you?
No,
no.
I crushed it.
What happened?
I put a cruise missile and rack range 1 into quick draw turn 1, and then killed Mega Leader turn 2, and then slooped behind Ryad and baffled it and put 12 dice into her and killed her round 3.
Nice. So it was a crushing victory for you.
Yeah.
Just for anyone watching, we've just been joined by Jaren Foss in the commentary room. What do you think of this situation, Jaren?
What are we looking at?
We're looking at a removed Nym in about 4 rounds and a Miranda on 1 hull.
Yeah, that's what
1 shield.
I think this is not good for Miranda. Well, if Miranda can stay away from Han for a while, might be okay, but because it's not a regen Poe, so
it's not a regen Poe. No.
He needs to get rid of Poe.
We were just commentating on the fact that a double 11 really puts the hurt on Nym.
Somebody really hates Nym and Racklow. Somebody really hates Nym and Racklow.
Absolutely. So this is really interesting. We didn't really see that many bombs dropped. We saw 2 bomblet generators, one of which was eaten by Poe for 1 damage. Unfortunately, the rest were just evaded. Poe with BB-8 can just stay out of that.
Yeah, he's trying to get out of there. It's a bit of a bad matchup for Nym. I'm surprised they took it.
Did you watch the matchup? The
No, I
captain's
didn't
pick?
see the matchups, but this would be one of those matches that I'd be trying to protect my Miranda Nym from.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be
So-
one of the last cards that you'd want.
Yeah.
To be.
So I'd like to see what they traded it for, because they might have traded it for a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Elsewhere.
Yeah, which is really important. We were just talking about how if you can limit your bad matchup MOV loss, you can probably
Still scrape it.
still scrape it. It's not about the amount of wins. It's not about winning the round. It's about the amount of wins you do get as a team.
Absolutely.
So that's really
How
interesting.
good's this overlay?
No, it's fantastic.
Fucking excellent.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That's a garbage roll.
That is a garbage roll with
Lucky.
Miranda. Yeah, so completely evaded.
Yeah, look, it's going to be pretty hard to get through most of these ships like Han with 3PO, so he pretty much negates one of Miranda's TLT shots every round.
Yeah.
This is not good for Miranda.
Incredible rolls, yeah. And
Or some incredible bombs coming up.
yeah,
We see some big bomb plays. Like he could remove Han. If he rolls all 3 clusters onto Han and
Remove
gets
him.
a Sabine, you remove him like immediately, which is what I'd be just going for it.
What you just do? You wouldn't do it now, though, could you? You could do a three bank,
Three bank, yeah.
Just play risky.
Han moves after, so
Yeah.
I'd probably.
It is a mine though. But
Yeah.
three bank probably takes you just in front of Poe. Three bank,
If
I
you
mean.
three bank, you might even be able to just drop it in between them and see if they both line up on it. But I don't think it will happen. I think this is the right call. Wait a turn, because he's back to 3. He's almost full health, so just wait a turn and then do it next round. Because if he makes a big bomb play, he can bring this back.
He could, and I'd be very excited to see that. Yeah, so both players playing relatively conservative there. I think he might have predicted the three bank bomb drop.
But if he doesn't boost, he needs to boost.
Wonder what Poe's done here. I mean, has he called the slow play? Poe probably wouldn't have done it.
I'd probably just 2-turn on.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd probably just because he wants the what's he done?
Yeah, he's done a 2-turn.
Yeah, I'd just be 2-turning, but he should boost it on Han then.
Yeah, so now we can see bombs dropped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, bombs are happening next round. Whereas if he didn't, he needed to boost Han to keep him safe. Because even if Miranda dies wiping out Han, he's still going to walk away with 60 points.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's good.
See, that's the thing. He can't boost in either with Poe there because next turn Miranda can 3 forward,
just murder
drop
Poe.
bombs, and just completely remove it.
Even easier to murder Poe off of that.
So what are we going to see? Depends on how much damage gets done to Miranda here.
That's it. Range 1. Oh, big roll. What's that?
2 damage, I think. Oh no, he harmed it for an even worse roll.
Yeah. Does he have gunner?
He does have
Please
gunner,
roll
yeah.
a blank. Roll a blank. If you ever want to see a blank, now's the time.
Yeah. Oh, no!
Natties.
What have
What's
we got?
this one?
3 damage, it looks like. Oh no, just 2.
Now's when he rolls the blank.
Oh, he's done a harm. Oh, for 3.
three.
Oh, dear.
Step of the biscuit. It's going to happen. There
Oh,
it is. Fucking
dear.
in the wrong order.
So yeah, we've removed
Brutal.
the...
That is brutal. He's,
removed
I don't-
all
he
the work
shouldn't
that
die
he's just
here.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, he shouldn't die here. But I think if he's ambitious, he might be able to.
Poe target lock. 3 dice. No crits. That's nice.
Focus. Yeah, focus.
Oh,
Spend
take
it.
it.
Spend it. Minimize damage.
He's saving it for the
You're
cruise
joking.
missiles.
Oh, that's
homing
right.
missile, sorry.
Because he,
Missile.
yeah, cruise
Well,
missile.
if he
on,
can survive and if he's still got that missile left.
it'll be homing.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry, homing.
fair. So you're looking at a 4 dice. Does he regen? I'd regen. I'd make it a 3. No, I'd say fuck it. Or 4. Yeah, good choice.
Target lock. Alright, here we go. See, the
Come on,
thing
baby.
is, if he
He
gets
needs
good
to go
damage
off.
here,
Yeah, the bomb's coming
he
in.
can remove Han next turn with the bombs.
Exactly. That was a garbage roll.
That was.
Exactly.
No garbage
Could have been
chips
easy.
advanced
Easy
slam.
been 4.
But no evade token, right? So he's taking a hit crit here.
No, it'd be 3PO, so it'd be just a crit. He needed a Z4. But crit's good. Damage
Damage
sensor. Ooh, no evades from now on.
So I don't understand how he got 2 evades there.
Oh, 3PO
Yep.
and evade token.
But homing missile.
You raise a very good point.
Yeah.
So that's
miss opportunity, unfortunately, but that is
Yeah.
so it should have been down to 5 on Han.
Yeah,
and I think a 3 forward with Miranda to drop bombs.
3 forward, 3 bank. 3 forward would put him near that token, whatever it is.
Oh, true. Yeah, the angles
3
of
bank,
yeah.
and I'd nail him with all. You'd hit all 3 clusters.
I
on
think
him.
you will. Yeah. So I mean, we still could be
5
seeing
health
a
Han
removed
probably
Han.
should possibly die from that.
Yeah. 6 is a bit ambitious.
Who's I'm going to go talk to this Miranda player after this. Do you know how your squad works?
Homing. Oh well. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't want to see this squad today, the 11-11.
No.
Well, I don't care. I go back low. Whatever. I'll just put a crit in there.
Pilot skills.
Well, it's not a regen Poe, so I can come in. I've got cruise missiles, so if I can do a good cruise missile on him, I can just remove Poe in a round.
Yeah, absolutely. So, talk us through your list and talk about why you chose it, Jared.
Well, I was doing a VI rack, but I chickened out at the last second and went Predator because Predator rack is a monster.
Oh, dude, the damage consistency there.
So it's just basically Predator rack with engine, Kylo, gunner, and you got a expertise, cruise missile, lightweight frame,
quick draw,
electronic baffle, quick draw.
Oh, okay.
Because I was 1 point shy. I would love FCS. Don't get me wrong. I've taken quick draw electronic baffle to big wins before. That's wrong. That's the.
I would have gone straight forward there.
Well, it depends what he wants, but that's not the right move.
That was a 2 forward. Sorry, a 2 bank. So we could do a 2 forward cluster.
Yeah, the 3 forward, 3 bank would have been absolutely excellent.
Issue is with that though, Poe probably wipes him.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably trying for the
trying to minimise.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to probably put all 3. Hopefully,
He could
no,
get
the middle one's going to miss. He'll put 2 down though.
Yeah,
he'll
one on
spread,
Poe,
spread a
one
bit of
on-
love.
yeah.
But he's not regenning this round, so he's pretty much dead anyway.
I think both the middle and the right go on Poe. Oh, just out. Look at that.
Why not? I don't know. Is that side one going to hit?
Better put. Yeah, it will.
Shoot
Sure.
on.
What do we got? 1 damage on Poe.
Don't Sabine that.
Do cluster mines do crits as well?
No,
No.
crits count as a damage,
Oh, sure.
but they don't. So nice.
Yeah,
Put
so
3 on
3
Han.
damage on Han.
So if he put all 3 on Han,
Yeah, it would have been dead.
you'd be looking at
Pretty damaged Han.
either a very close to dead Han or dead.
So they've just, yeah. Oh man, that 3 forward, 3 forward.
So Han would be on 3, I think.
So Poe probably would have cleaned you up, but you would have gotten some pretty good MOV there.
Han would be on 3.
Yeah.
He's showing 4.
No, he was down. He took. Oh yeah, he should
6,
be.
yeah, 6 to. But Sabine's not showing up yet.
Sure.
But yeah,
Oh, that's at the end of the round, isn't it? Or is
as
it
you
immediately?
remove when you remove the token.
Okay,
So, for
so-
example, Bomblet. If you hit an entire swarm with Bomblet, you get to roll all the damage and then Sabine.
Okay, sure.
He's cleared a sensor array.
He has. So just back to your point, Jaron, about Gunner on your rack low.
Yeah.
Ryan and I were discussing before, is Gunner something that you should use in the meta right now?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm there solely for the in case there's a big ace. For then I had Riot, focus evade defender. Gunner came in handy. Yeah, dead.
Yeah.
Gunner came in handy immediately. But
There we go, the shake of the hand, guys. So that is the first round that we see on the stream for the 2017 Australian Team Championships. It is a victory to Australian Capital Territory over South Australia.
unlucky there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think if the guy on the right